been what Stu Little would have wanted, but that occasion they got that right, and they've got a great opportunity now.
Best opportunity of the match. I think he indicated offside there on the last, which if that is what it was, then that's unforgivable really from Cornwall. And here come Oldham towards the line, and that's where they look the most dangerous. They work it wide and try and get in at the corner, and I think the try might be awarded under a sea of bodies in the corner. The referee points to the spot.
Fast for this Cornwall team to defend this set.
And one of their problems actually has been setting up defensively at a scrum, and almost perfectly illustrated as Oldham go towards the line. And already they look like bulldozing their way over. It's a point I made to you before the game, Steve. Every game so far, they've just set off wrong at a scrum and conceded from there. It almost happened again. That's a real problem at the moment for Neil Kelly's side. Towards the line goes Tom Spencer. Nothing wrong with their goal line defence at the moment. You can see the posts wobbling under the contact. Short ball, and the big man crashes over for try number 2. Luke Nelms, and that had been coming. 10-0 Oldham. Can they find a third here? Oldham almost scoring now with every trip down the field, and the big man Spencer running towards the line. Forber waits, thinks about a scamper on his own, then he swings it back to Ridyard, and then the fullback joining in, Owen Restall. Good sliding defence, Cornwall, and brings Oldham back to their 20, right of the post. Ridyard fakes the long American football style pass, then gets it back and attacks the line on himself. That's great from Ridyard. They're going to score another one here, Oldham. All the way towards the line and all the way through. Logan Ashley gets this one. Again, is where Cornwall need to be on their guard. It's been the setting up defensively off the scrum on their own line that's been a problem all season. And here come Oldham again, and they're going to score off it again. And I'm boring myself saying it because you know what's going to happen. Owen Restall scores try number 4, and again Cornwall get caught cold from a scrum.
Put a little kick in or something a little bit different. They've got some real good players in there, and I can see Liam Whitten just lining up on the outside of the half-back, see if they put something on.
Well, they always manage to find points so far, Cornwall, so they won't be liking the nil against their name so far. Liam Copland is lying on his front, receiving some treatment just beneath our commentary position here. Looks like he's had a bang right at the top of his, the base of his back, top of his backside. He's having some deep heat rubbed into that. Mullally spins out of a attempted big hit, and then he's held towards the left of the post. Quite a stint from the big man Mullally. Here they come again. That's Josh Hartson towards the line. Got 4 big men queuing up on the right. Oh, he goes left as Kay, looking to go over on his own. Last tackle, Mullally's going in from dummy half, almost nutmegged by it. Jones, then the fullback Whitten towards the line. Whitten's going to score. Dancing feet from Whitten. Mullally from dummy half. Whitten found a bit of room to jink through and goes under the post, and Cornwall will have 6 before the break.
Great work. We mentioned Liam Whitten when they were just putting the scrum up there. Now we've seen enough of him, you know, bringing the ball away from his own line, and the odd occasions when Cornwall's been in good ball that he could be the man just to unlock this Oldham defence. On that occasion, he's done that little right foot step there, still got the full-back to beat, Logan Ashley, and goes under the sticks. That's fantastic play from this Cornwall team.
Really nicely worked, wasn't it? Mullally, Jones, and then it was over to Liam Whitten to step through, and he enjoyed that. 24-4 on the stroke of half-time. Kick should be a formality. From right in front of the sticks, no mistake. Knowing that there was less than a minute to go to find touch and to set this opportunity up. Here they come, Oldham with Emerson Whittle. Some tired bodies now in that Cornwall pack. Can Oldham respond right on half-time? You want back against it. Held is the call, couple to go. This in fact will be the last. We're on the hooter. Ridyard, can he find something? Long floated pass to his winger to go in right on the hooter Ridgeard has pulled off a cracker there. And is that Restall on the far side to score on the half-time hooter?
No, this Cornwall team, they've obviously had a good talking to from the head coach Neil Kelly, and they're putting a real good defensive stint there. They're just firing off that line. 2 or 3 in the contact, getting bodies on top, and just slowing this Oldham team down.
When the crowd goes silent here, you can hear every instruction being barked from Stuart Littler as Ridgeard breaks the line and they get a score. Out the back door, have they knocked on? No, it's a brilliant finish.
What about that pass?
Dave Hewitt. It looked like the chance might have gone, but how about finishing with a flourish? We get the opportunity. Here are Oldham though, back to the action, leading 36-6, 52 minutes on the clock, with Ridgeard from their star men today. It's going to be an intercept from Cornwall now then. Ridgeard will scramble back. I'm not sure he'll have the pace because they're great toes from Aronson. Aronson all the way down the touchline, and Aronson's going to score. Full length intercept try from Harry Aronson. And boy, that meant a lot to both him and Cornwall Rugby League.
Something that they've not managed to do in the first half.
So another opportunity with Ridgeard driving Oldham forward again. A weekend that has seen Oldham's football team relegated from the Football League. But their Rugby League team holding sway here. Andrade showing and going. Clattering into contact. Quick play of the ball. This looks dangerous. Oh, and he picks up and just dives over from dummy half. Easy as that, Tom Forber. And Cornwall caught cold.
Now we can be very, very proud of this. Mullally's going to take a big carry here. Then you've got a couple of other, key playmakers. But I'd like to see Adam Jones get the ball in his hand there now and link up with his fullback.
Best sustained performance, I think, so far this from Cornwall that I've seen. Having covered each of their games so far this season. 10 minutes or so to keep it going. Can they force their way over again? Behind Mullally. It's picked up by one of their bright sparks. Aronson to the line again for his second. Classy from Cornwall. And how good is Harry Aronson? His eyes just lit up and he burrows over for his second.
Well, I sprinted, 50 metres there to get in that position, and just let it go, let him have a crack at it.
Here come Cornwall. We'll watch this set, Steve, but start thinking about your Our League player of the match. I'll be asking you for that after this set from Cornwall. Mullally was lurking left-hand side. They go right. And instead it's Josh Hartshorn. Can they go back-to-back here and score 2 tries in a row? That would give Cornwall a huge lift into the breadbasket of the big man. Mullally straightens up. Will want an offload. Mullally! How about that? He's still got it. Mullally drew the contact, spiralled away and plants the ball down. And it's back-to-back Cornwall tries. Mullally with the score.